What is up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And today's big news and big story is that Jurgen Klopp is looking to sign Mateo Kovacic. There are reports already in Spain saying that the deal has been agreed in principle between Real Madrid and Liverpool, and it's just a matter of days and not weeks until the deal is finalized, because Mateo Kovacic is on the fringes of the of the Real Madrid first team squad, and he wants to play more. He wants more playing time. You could ask why would he want to really leave Real Madrid, because Real Madrid at the moment are probably the best team in the world. They are winning all the trophies in the world. But if Kovacic really wants to play football regularly, week in, week out, he could guaranteed get that at Liverpool, but at the Real Madrid he could mostly sit on the bench. And you could argue that Kovacic already won almost everything, every trophy there is to win at Real Madrid, so now he's looking to actually further himself, better himself, become a better player. And the best way to become a better player is by playing football. And Liverpool, you know, are on the verge of qualifying for the Champions League. Fingers crossed that we will get through that game against Hoffenheim. So really hoping that will be the case. And then Liverpool will have even more money to spend on players. And Naby Keita, it looks like it's almost impossible to get him from RB Leipzig. So we are looking at other midfield options, which is good to see. This is the first credible link to another midfielder besides Naby Keita for a long time. So Jurgen Klopp is eyeing a late deal for Real Madrid's Croat Mateo Kovacic, reports Spanish outlet Diario Gol. They suggest that the 23-year-old Kovacic is not entirely content and happy in Spain, because Casemiro, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric and Isco are ahead of him in the Real Madrid pecking order, so they start ahead of Kovacic. Kovacic basically are playing the Spanish Cup games and sometimes in the lesser Champions League games, or he's coming on as a substitute for Real Madrid, and he wants more, and I completely understand that. If I was a footballer, even if I was on Real Madrid's team, I would want to play football regularly. And of course, you know that the Premier League is very popular among the players, so I think Liverpool would be a popular choice for a player like Kovacic, and he could really play regularly at Anfield. Emre Can's contract is still not signed. He has 1 year left on his contract, so Liverpool might be looking to replace him in the long term if Emre Can really doesn't want to sign that contract. And if we lose Emre Can, we will be desperately short in midfield. We are already actually short because Lallana is out injured, Coutinho at the moment is out injured, and we have Emre Can, Henderson, Wijnaldum and Milner, who are the 4 experienced midfielders. If we get one more injury, we won't be able to rotate in the midfield, or we would have to bring in the likes of Grujic and Ajaria, who are, don't get me wrong, decent players, but they are nowhere near experienced enough to be relied upon week in, week out in the Premier League. So it will be very interesting what Jurgen Klopp does. And this article is saying also in Spain that Liverpool need an extra body in centre midfield because Klopp failed to sign Naby Keita. Kovacic is developing very well under Zinedine Zidane for the best club side on the planet by a very large distance, and it will be interesting if Real Madrid would consider weakening themselves at this stage of the window by selling Kovacic. But I think Liverpool have the money to convince Real Madrid to part ways with Kovacic. The big question is, does really Kovacic want to give up playing for Real Madrid? Because it's I think a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you leave Real Madrid and go to somewhere else, there is a big chance that you won't get back to that level anytime soon in your career. And I believe that Liverpool have the potential to become Champions League contenders in the next 2 or 3 years, but it's a much bigger gamble than staying at Real Madrid, where they will definitely win trophies season in, season out. With this setup under Zidane, he's doing incredibly well. I expect Liverpool to do some business, either sign a centre-back or sign a midfielder, but my dream is to get 2 players before the transfer window slams shut, because I honestly think that we are short in centre midfield and we are short in the centre-back options, because Matip and Lovren is prone to getting injured. It's prone to getting knocks almost every week, and that happened last season many times. And remember that Lucas had to play a lot of games as a centre-back. Klavan also had to play quite a few games. So if we lose either Matip or Lovren, we have to play either Klavan or a very inexperienced Joe Gomez, who, don't get me wrong, is a very talented player, but can he really be relied upon if he has to play against the likes of Arsenal or Manchester City? I'm not sure. So Liverpool need a centre-back, and it's the similar situation in midfield. Lallana is still out for 2 months, as I already said. Coutinho probably will stay at Liverpool, fingers crossed, but we could still be short in midfield if Anderson or Wijnaldum or Emre Can or Milner picks up an injury. If they pick up a long-term injury, we will be seriously screwed, because we will have 2 games every week, much more strenuous, much more frequent schedule than last season, so we have to get in another body, and I think that would be a really good signing. Mateo Kovacic is a really talented player. He's not like a goal scorer, but he could be similar to Wijnaldum in that he would be a box-to-box midfielder, and we need a quality in on the bench as well. Look at the other top teams in the Premier League, they all have quality on the bench, so Liverpool have to do the same. So really hope that we sign Kovacic. Let me know what do you think about this in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. See you later, guys. Goodbye.